Hey guys, today I am just gonna edit this photo for you and then just edit while I'm recording this, just so you guys can see my whole process of editing, and we'll see how this goes. So I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but there's only one way to find out. And it's about 40 degrees in Australia right now, so this is why I am wearing a singlet. Alright, let's do this. So what I'm looking at here is to see if I can actually recover the dark areas. I have also shot another photo in a slightly exposure, so it's exposing for the darker area of this photo. So if I can't really recover the dark parts of this photo, then I'll probably have to possibly combine the two photos. So maybe possibly just use the sky on this one because it's exposed for the sky, and then use this other photo for the bottom part, which is exposed for this green patch here. So I've taken other photos, but I feel like these are, I really like the clouds being matched to this open area on the ground. So I kind of like this little pattern here. So the first thing I do is make sure that it's just getting the composition right. So getting this for, I guess, for Instagram. So getting 4x5. And then maybe try to line up the patch as well. May or may not work. See what happens. Maybe not so much. Maybe I'll try like a different photo. Maybe, yeah, this one might be better. Or maybe I'll try this one. I'll have a look. Alright, this is better. Alright, so it's going to crop it to 4x5. Yeah, it's in the middle. Alright, cool. And I'm just going to test this out by saving the highlights, because even though this photo was exposed more for the sun, is still crazy bright, so we'll see what it can do. No, it's not too bad. It's pretty good. Let's try -50. Alright, so next thing I'll do, I'll probably just try on one of my filters just to see what the colors are like and see if it works in this particular photo. Nope, probably doesn't work so well, so I'll probably just have to manually adjust everything. Okay. So you obviously need to tweak my filters a little bit. So I think that works, not too bad. And then I'll try save the highlights a little bit, so maybe not too much, maybe -50 on the highlights. Too dark already, so I don't need too dark on that. Maybe I can just try and use the white balance for this, see what happens. Okay, didn't really change too much. I'm a fan of this orange tone, so I'm just gonna change that a little bit, a bit more yellow. I feel like the greens are too muted here because it's already so dark, so it doesn't need to be that desaturated. So usually I don't really like greens too much, but in this case, since it's already very muted, it doesn't matter too much. And it's changing here now. Back here, 7, split toning, 7. So it's basically a lot of tweaking, and a lot of times I'm just gonna play around with all these little things until I feel like I'm getting what I want from it. Split toning, maybe. Let's try again. To boost the shadow up a bit more, maybe not too much, and then add some highlight to this area here. 4. Now maybe 30, 32. Let's just try grain, lens correction, sharpening, 20. Maybe no split toning, see what happens. Doesn't change too much. Like that, because it's already really yellow. Just before and after. Just check it out in the photo. Just to see. Like that green. Maybe I'll find a way to get that green back, so it's probably just the yellow's too crazy. Oh yeah, here we go. 10, maybe negative 15. To give it a bit more, so no darkening the yellows. So that's, see that green patches getting the color back now. Maybe I'll boost it a little bit because I do want this photo to be a little bit warmer. Maybe. Let's see what happens if I kind of diffuse a little bit. Actually not much blue in this picture. I actually don't mind a little bit of grain in my photos. Kind of like how it feels. I feel like it just gives a bit more emotion a lot of times. Rather than that, we could make it a little bit more yellow. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's see if I can bring out a bit more details of, let's see, we dehaze, see what happens. Whoa. Whoa. Maybe some yellow with warmer. Dehaze, does that work? Maybe not negative 17, it's negative 5. Maybe negative 7. Maybe I just need to turn up the exposure. Just trying to get sun directing this patch here. Might look cooler. Okay. A little bit warmer. Maybe 16. Whoa. Okay. 36, maybe 35. I don't even know if you can see the difference between the colors, but I don't know, I'm just playing with the value of one difference, but I feel like it makes a bit of difference for me. Maybe if I lower, okay, I'll make it darker. I do like my photos a bit dark, so that's just my style. You just do what you think is right. Hmm. 40. Or do I go crazy? That's too much. I'm liking 45 at the moment, so 40. Might not even be able to tell the difference. 43. So I'll try darken the sides a little bit. Maybe 30 exposure, just to make it focus more on the middle part a bit more. Now it starts to look like a painting, which is kind of cool. Transform, don't transform anything. Oop. Sharpening. Oop. Do this. Good. Maybe it's 50%. Some more yellow to the highlights. What if I go pretty? Oh, no. Maybe 3 or 0. 3 brings out a little bit more of the orange out, so not sure yet. Maybe a bit more blue in the darkness, maybe. 7. I'll go crazy. Oh, 8 looks pretty good. I'll go 8. And let's play around with the colors a little bit more. So I've somehow got the aqua boosted at the moment, but I don't see any difference so far, so it's probably don't need to touch it. Purple, maybe there's something there. So usually I just try to go around, just moving it back and forth just to see if it's actually doing anything to image. Because a lot of times these colors you just can't see it. So there's not much point making changes to these things. Nope. Nothing, so probably don't need to worry about it. Aqua, purple, magenta, don't need to worry. Greens. There's actually not much greens in this photo, so it doesn't matter. I'll just leave it at negative 80. 0 as well. It's mostly just yellow and orange. Ooh, let's make it greener. Do I like it greener? Does look kind of cool. One is slightly greener. Maybe a negative 10. If I increase, not too fluoro. Maybe leave it at 15, 20 saturation, maybe. Maybe what 0. Maybe -5. Maybe just 20, and then I'll make this a little bit wider to boost it up. Yeah. I think that's gonna be, maybe it's too much. Maybe 0.55. Let's go between. Maybe let's try move this up a little bit more, so you get a bit more of the ground. So I'm trying to aim for the 2/3 rule. So third is the ground, third background, and then another third for the sky. So it is about right. I feel like this is a bit better. I think. Yeah, I think I like this better. Maybe a bit more contrast. 45, maybe 50 even. Maybe go back to 45. Okay, let's try and play with the tone curve a little bit. Let's bring the highlights down. Does it work? No, I kind of like the highlights. And I usually lift the black. Adjust this a little bit. Cool. Okay. Alright, and I'm just going to copy this setting. Just check all, take out the crop, maybe try this, and then I'll adjust it to another photo, which is on a landscape. Let's see how this looks as well. This in the middle. This one looks kind of cool though. Maybe this one is better. Let's try it. Ooh, damn. Okay. Let's try. That's different. Let's try copy, crop. We'll add the local adjustments as well, and then I'll try it again. Okay, and then I just need to move all the stuff. Shines here. Just gonna adjust for all the gradients. Okay, that's pretty good. There's the sky. So what I'm gonna do with the landscape one, I'm gonna split it. So it's gonna be 16 by 10. So this way I can split it into 2 portraits in Instagram. And I'm just gonna drop the highlights. Ooh, okay. It's kind of cool on this one, so maybe -80 is good. I feel like this one doesn't need to drop. Yeah, maybe -35 again. Maybe increase the exposure just a touch. Maybe we can increase the shadows. Okay. So really, this is just all trial and error. I kind of have like specific colors in mind, in my head, of what it should look like, or what I want it to look like, but because every photo is so different, I just have to try things out, changing colors, and yeah, so this is part of the fun of the process. You just don't know sometimes how a photo is going to show up. So I like this too so far. Yeah. Maybe I'll drop the highlights even more. Okay. Maybe negative 80 for this one as well. Yeah, I think that's good. Maybe negative 0.1. And then I'll increase the shadows. Maybe like 60 better. Gotta go back to what it was. Maybe increase the blacks. Maybe by 5. Yeah, I like this. 5. Contrast. This 50 contrast. It's too much. Maybe 45. So back to the portrait one. 45. Brighter. For this, I can go 50 contrast. Still recording? Yep. Maybe 65. The shadows. Maybe reduce the black again. Back to 0. Black. Okay, I think this is pretty good. Shadows back to 60. Maybe 62. So let's see. Is this exposed? So just what I'm doing is just checking out other sky options at the moment. See if replacing the sky is actually worthwhile. Maybe not. It's probably too much. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think actually maybe 30. Shadow 65 of this. Maybe spread this out even more. There we go. That's better, I think. What if this doesn't happen? No, I do like that. Maybe add some haze. Maybe -5? Let's see. Nah, don't like that. Maybe 0.2 for exposure, and I think, or maybe 0.3. Yeah, go 0.3. Maybe I can darken the sky a little bit more. See what happens. difference. Yeah, maybe just 0.5 or maybe 0.4. Maybe 0.5. Negative 0.5. Alright, and that's it. Now I just gotta export it and just check into my phone.